We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's laws, presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey,
hey. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
YouTube, what do you do? It's your boy Chef. We got a video talk we're gonna dive into today, man. I'm gonna play this video for you. So we about to dive into it.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
we long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's laws, presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, surviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. That's why we're out here. If you're the truth, Psalm 119, verse 142. Psalm chapter 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is His everlasting righteousness, and thy love is the truth.
Shalom, shalom. Most High Christ bless. Welcome to Patient Saints Radio. Officer edition. I already know. Eastern. The parents done left the house. Left the kids in the house by themselves. No, it's not. Everybody losing their ring after this show. Sisters losing their ring. They ain't got no ring. Get on one and take it. Right there. We might mess around and get bumped down to a daughter. That's a bump down. Your daughter of Sarah. Hey, shout out to the mighty men of Israel. That's right. Men out there doing the work of the Lord. Y'all seen yesterday. Malachi. Yeah, that was deep out there. Extra deep. Folk done took the city off the band. I think I see them as bands all. This is Dream Team. All the superstars. Speaking of superstars. This your first time on the show. We gotta introduce us. Who are you? Hey, we didn't even know. It's first time. It's like my second. Back in the old school. You was on the show a couple times. Who are you? Who are you? That's Carmella. Okay. Officer Solomon. Officer Sarai. I'm Officer Yuri. Who are you? Is your mic on? Probably not. I think. They saying it. That's a bad echo. All right. Can you mic to further notice? Okay. How's that? Well, welcome to Patient Saints Radio. You know, we always fixing stuff on the fly around here. That's how it go. See? Better already.
Like they said, shout out to leadership out there doing the work.
Mighty work.
The jungle.
Somebody put, come on, tech team.
Shout out to Bishop 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 Yawasab, that mighty class. And I hope y'all seen. Y'all watching the Afghans and watching the Esau.
Hey, it's crazy. Like you know, those classes coming out, and you really. You see what's going on in the world, bro. And you like, dang, a lot of this stuff, the scriptures talk about actually coming forth before your eyes.
It's crazy though. It's like everybody. Like you, that's the one thing that you know that. 2/3 got to die. Somebody got to die. Everybody not seeing it. And like I can see how I said they're gonna be making marriages and reveling because it's some folks, especially us, bro. They just bro, we kicking it like stimulus check come, bro. Ain't nothing going on, bro. From the stimulus and earn my leisure. That's what the game is.
These missiles landing.
Everybody's saying it like real, like they can't hear. They have good sound.
All right.
Sound effect. It's like somebody said, "Come on, y'all.
Who drunk some Kool-Aid?" They say, "I look at me and you like we drunk a whole jug of Kool-Aid." But what that for to mean?
What does that mean? Them smoothies y'all had.
What that mean? My lip purple. Hey, Cap say the echo is real bad. Y'all done let somebody new do something in here, didn't you?
Uh-oh.
All right, we working on it. Give us 1 second.
I'm trying to figure out what this Kool-Aid thing is, though.
Yeah, what's up with the Kool-Aid? What they talking about?
That's Fat Albert.
It said kicking down doors. Talking about, hey.
That's Fat
Oh,
Albert.
yeah.
I'm on.
He said voodoo on the mic. Dang.
How is it now?
How's the sound now, y'all? How's the sound now?
Better now. It's good.
All praises.
Now.
All praises. Give it up for the tech team, y'all. See?
Time for the tech squad.
Yeah, what? See, that what happened. That what happened when Officer Listen. That why Officer. That's why he can't be in front of the camera because somebody gonna mess something up.
One time, man.
We got to blame it on Officer Zed. He was over there pushing buttons earlier.
What Ken and I at?
I hit somebody's
Hey,
phone.
man. Listen, man. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's phone.
All right now.
Officer, you know what I'm saying?
Mute the mic, bro. Use your phone.
My mic. Hey, this your opportunity, man. Let brothers and sisters know what go on behind the scenes, man. They just be thinking y'all be back there just, you know what I'm saying?
As you can see, brothers and sisters, it's a hard job.
They can't really see the sound.
This is a.
You can't see
what?
They can't really see that.
They can't see the sounds.
Use your imaginations.
Hey, that man went right there and plugged one thing, start wiggling cords, and it stops.
Listen, they don't know what goes behind the scenes, bro. Listen,
Tell them about it, son.
lot, bro.
Tell them why you mad,
It takes
son.
a very. I'm telling you, a lot to do this job.
Bring it
bro.
out.
Praise to the Most High.
They don't see that. They don't see the blastings and the grindings
and
and
the
the late
cord
night
wiggling.
doing testing, and then the next morning it's still
Like when Bishop first said, "Why you take it off the screen?"
Right.
Sometimes, you know.
Like, so I thought you were done.
Look, 16 in front of the camera, dog, complaining.
We have an opportunity to explain.
They got to bring what they call.
Somebody behind the
We catch a
scenes.
lot of slack, you know.
Yeah, y'all do.
You know, we just trying to
Y'all get
bring the
blamed for
visual
everything.
to Israel, you know. So,
Hey, all
you know,
praise
it is
to
what
the
it
Most
is.
High for the
like
tech brothers, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I gotta say this too, man. Yesterday, the brothers posted a picture with the rapper Rick Ross. I'm sure all of y'all know him, right?
I'm so sick of them just posting the
Oh my
reposting.
God,
Bro, they
some of y'all be off the
Bro, they some
chain,
groupies. Bro, Israel is some groupies. So they some whole flunky.
And look, let me tell you, right? And that's why like it'd be funny when you even like repost those pictures because you might post it and you like, okay, all praise, you know, the word Rick Ross got the word I, right?
He got a flyer.
But then somebody take that and they go to I seen one sister was like, welcome home, Rick Ross. The world I'm like, yo.
The world is waking up.
The brother
Ross
just got a flyer. He got a flyer.
We pass out flyers every day. He might have walked out through the flyer.
You know, but I was like, okay, it is impressive that the man stopped because that's one thing you get the celebrity to stop and say, take a picture holding that. Like, okay, that's a little, but like, what does scripture say? Like, don't be hasty to credit a man. You know, like, bro, why is y'all so hasty to be like, he in the truth? They were like, Kanye know the truth. I said, this man said the 12 tribes of Judah, and you said he in the truth.
Yeah.
This man don't even know who he talking about.
And what's crazy is like we know the elect got to be sealed, right? and we put out our work, but he took that picture and posted it on his.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Instagram.
That was the impressive thing about it,
impressive.
because only a few people actually go to that extent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We might get the picture, but I was like, imagine the amount of people that just saw the picture and was like, okay, let me see what that's about. You know what I'm saying? So the influence that it's not about the Rick Ross thing, it's about the influence that he can have for somebody else to spark interest.
Right. It's the same with when we did the march, and T.I. reposted the march that we did in Chicago.
Yeah, there was a lot of people doing that one too. You had Ebro from Ebro in the morning. You had a couple people reposting that thing, man.
But
so that's the important part about these people reposting and showing their viewers, because
that may make somebody go say, what the hell are you doing? What
that may
doing?
make somebody else say, yo, what's going on over here? You see what I'm saying?
People that never heard of it, because it is people that have never heard of I'm an Israelite, you're an Israelite, IUIC.
They got millions of
followers. But for Israel to just be groupies, that thing was like, oh my goodness, can y'all just please?
Y'all supposed to be the most, you the kings and the princesses of the earth, and you over here slobbing at the mouth.
Like, we the most famous peoples on this earth.
That's
like, everybody have a Bible in everybody have a Bible. Even atheists have a Bible in their homes. When they're reading that, they're reading about us. We're the most famous people on this earth. Not somebody because they done made some music and they got money. I've never, that thing, I was like, okay, I wouldn't say nothing.
And I let you know that the biblical influence is growing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Israel and Israelites, especially in our garments, because them brothers had their garments on. That's that usually come with a laughing stock. That usually come with some type of backlash.
At least hate at best.
Right. Like at least some type of goofy comment like, oh, y'all power. But he took he posted it. That's clearly the Most High using him.
And it was I looked later on in the day, he still had it up. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, they find out, oh, that's who? Oh, and delete. But now he still had it up. And then you got to think about too, the visual for people. Right, it's the visual for people. So what happens is, matter of fact, we was talking about this yesterday. Remember when we went to camp in Decatur, about because we was facing like the street, and I was like, you know, sometimes what it does is it just gives people a visual, so they may say, oh, they out here. Next time I come through, I'm gonna stop and go see them.
The visual is the seed planted.
Exactly. So they see those purple garments. Somebody who never seen us before. Now they might be driving past on the street one day and be like, "Oh, those purple guys from Rick Ross feed." You know what I'm saying? Now they stopping. Hey, what y'all was about? I seen y'all on the thing with Rick Ross. You never know how somebody gonna be influenced to come into this truth.
Israel's a visual people, and the Lord know that, and He know that.
That's why He said we was gonna not have an image, because He knew that was important. We was gonna go many days without an image.
Correct.
So the images is important for us.
And He knows that this generation, zoom it out a little bit, because I want them to see that this is the picture. That's on His page. No, zoom it out a little more, all the way.
Bad.
Zoom out a little more. Zoom out a little more.
Bad, yeah.
Okay. So if you look at the top, that's his Instagram profile, Rich Forever, and it says it's been up there for 22 hours. Now, let me look at how many followers he got.
Check that out.
And because he got some niggerdom on his page. You know what I'm saying?
It went right back to niggerdom.
It went right back.
It went right back to niggerdom. Look at it right after.
And then the niggerdom.
Hey, Rick Ross is a nigga, but listen, that's it. And he is.
Hey, y'all.
Right up the street, nigga, too.
12.9 million followers.
That seed was planted.
12.9 million. Hey, give it up for the Most High. Give it up for the Most High.
I'm a groupie for the Most High. Y'all seen Most High did with Rick Ross? What Most High did? Something Fred with Rick Ross shot. He took a picture with a little short necklace on and everything. So that shit was
somebody said Amalek about to be pissed. I guarantee you, all of his Jewish friends, they gonna feel some type of way. They gonna let him know. Hey,
that way he gonna delete the picture.
We see a post on your page. I don't know if you know who these guys are.
About to get canceled. Don't you live 1 mile from Rick Ross?
Bring it up.
About a mile or two?
Don't you?
I don't even think it's a whole mile.
Everything.
Check it out.
They look at each other in the morning. Hey,
that's why I live by Rick Ross.
Rick Ross is in the middle of the hood.
He hood adjacent. He hood adjacent. He met though.
No, and I'm gonna tell you why not. I'm in the hood. I heard gunshots last night. You sure that one?
Sure you did.
Those were celebratory shots. Celebratory.
We know you're media trained. Sure you did. He said, I got hot sauce right here in my bag. Swag.
And hey, can I get one scripture on this topic? Because also Solomon, on your post, right? There was people under there hating.
Oh yeah, it was big mad.
How are they hating? Yes, that's the thing about Israel. Like the closer we, you know what I'm saying, get to the end, the 2/3 gotta be revealed. Like how are you upset that the Lord used somebody with 12.9 million followers to get his word out? Yeah. He's holding up a flyer that says the truth about slavery.
Somebody got to die, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So Proverbs 21:1 for all the haters out there, man. If somebody could grab that, because when you post comments like, "Oh, y'all sold out," or you know what I'm saying,
somebody walk up to you and you sold out.
Was something. Y'all take a picture with anybody or something.
I guarantee that same dude, if he seen him at Foot Locker,
trying to pass out his mixtape.
Hey, Ross.
He be like, "Boy, that Ross."
I make some beats
from a distance. Pick up my mixtape,
right?
And
then if he ain't got no mixtape, he go, "Boy, that Ross."
And then somebody said, they're gonna mislead him too, or something like that. And I was like, I said, so maybe we should allow him to continue in the world that he's in now, since they've been telling him the truth.
How much more misled can he be right now? Because Rick Ross, he talk about drugs, he talk about fornication, he talk about everything. Yeah. What direction are we going to lead him into that's wronger than where he at right now?
My point.
What are you talking about? Can you read that for me?
Proverbs.
I got you.
Proverbs chapter. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Read.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
The Most High put it on Rick Ross' spirit, who's a millionaire many times over. He don't have to do nothing, but the Lord put it on his spirit to not only just interact with the brothers, because he could have just dapped them up, because Waka Flocka did that in Atlanta. He came, he stopped by, and he kept it moving. He didn't take a picture with the brothers, like showing respect, showing love, and holding up the Bible's message, the truth about slavery. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites.
According to the Bible.
According to the Bible. So the Lord did that. So if you write in comments in the Instagram posts or in the TikTok posts or whatever, and you are Israel, you going against the Most High. Yeah. The Lord put it on his spirit to do that. So, you know what I mean? Enjoy your day.
Bro, that'd be like people who come, like what they was saying last night, oh, Bishop did this and he done fell out. Like, there be folk who won't be nowhere near the action. You ain't nowhere near the battle. Right. You at the house, but you got so much to say from where you at, and you have no valid information.
Not a clue.
At all to say, oh, you mislead. How do you know who we mislead? Do you think that the Lord growing the nation of Israel with IUIC for nothing? Like,
fam. How that must mean that there's some strong pull and influence with this Bible.
There's a reason why. Yeah.
It got to be a reason, because usually he's the influence.
Yeah. Right.
Usually people in his world are doing what he does.
Like, people try to stop to see him.
Exactly.
This is the exact opposite.
He posted it on his Instagram. Like, do you know how?
He's the exact. He stopped to see the Israelites.
Hey, can I turkey back off you real quick?
Always.
2 Peter 3:9.
Yes, sir.
He gonna get y'all.
I know.
I know, right?
He finna get y'all.
On second thought, you know what? Never mind.
You better
you know what? Never mind, boy.
Everybody get
I used my one script. I used my one script for the day.
Let me just paraphrase that thing. My bad. Hold on.
You better paraphrase it.
Hey, choose wisely.
You got to paraphrase if you want to get more than that. And you see, I done dropped 3 paraphrases real fast.
Yeah. The scriptures say, like the Bible say.
I wanted this one because Captain Zeph had posted it, the other day. So, hopefully if my name drop, I'll get it.
Yeah. So this his
let me name drop.
Jeff told me this one.
Second
I know
Peter.
I was late for camp, but Officer Lit now.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness,
right?
But is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish.
That who?
That any should perish.
So, brothers and sisters, what we all got to understand is that the gospel is going to reach everybody. everybody. The Lord doesn't want any of us to perish. Read.
But that all should come to repentance.
That's whether you be rich or whether you be poor.
Right.
Everybody gonna have a chance to repent, all right, and get this truth.
At least you heard it. Can't tell an angel you ain't knew.
Mort.
He gonna be like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? Roast. And the angel gonna be like, no.
I didn't know. I didn't
She
know.
just ain't talking into it, that's all.
What we got today, man?
Yeah, let's see what's going on out here, man, in the world, man. What's going on in Babylon the Great?
Oh, man.
I know it's some type of foolishness.
It's always some foolishness in Babylon. That's why it's so funny.
What we gonna start with? Check your mic, sis.
The foolishness make Babylon fun. You know, you like
I thought we
Babylon.
was starting with the sisters.
Oh, we starting with those?
Oh, yeah. You know how I do.
Well, let's do
Let
it.
it go.
You know how I do.
So, sisters,
get it.
Every week.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Wait.
we
How
said-
y'all been? We ain't seen y'all in month.
We just jumped in. Now we here.
Yeah, I'm talking about y'all just came out of nowhere. We ain't seen y'all in a month. So where y'all been?
It's been more than a month.
More than a month.
But it's all good. I love that the prophet's been taking the show everywhere.
And you got to stay home with your baby. Is that what you trying to say?
See, why you gotta go there?
I just was asking if that what you had like.
That mean yes.
I'm just saying.
You like Sunday was my day.
It was my day.
You too loud right now.
Like,
Too loud?
No. That's what they say.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I can't hear.
where your homegirl at? No. Where your homegirl at?
I don't speak for somebody else.
Where your sister at? Yeah, y'all ain't seen.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
We just talk about this before the show.
Talk about that.
Sisters be friends only because they friends is friends with the other friends.
No, nobody under no bus.
What bus?
What?
That's a big.
Ain't no butt.
Ain't no bus.
That's one of them London
What's
buses. Yeah.
She good.
She good.
She good.
She ain't too good because she ain't here.
Okay. She got transportation problems. I don't
Oh,
wanna
so
put
she
that
back
on-
in Atlanta?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
You didn't want to do what?
Put all her business out
You
already
don't-
did.
So she just got back to Atlanta from her job training, and it was kind of difficult for her to
Oh,
make
Carmela about to give it all.
Don't give her address.
Be careful with that.
For real, look.
I'm just saying, did she just?
Okay, so my earrings is by Sister Yabala.
Oh, okay. And Savannah?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's
Savannah.
nice. It's a whole
Yeah.
it's a whole crow on your head. Like,
Yeah, she does some bad earrings.
killed the raven.
He was molten.
Damn. Let me get them from him.
All right, let's see what we got here, man. Let's
He got to
start
go
out-
to the. He only switched. All right.
we got,
You
man?
want to start with your boy Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, let's start with him. Where you at? Let's see what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, them first two. Yeah, the first 2 minutes.
Let's play that.
I can't
We
hear
need some
that.
sound though first.
We got to read lips on
When did
patience.
dating become
There we
a
go.
thing?
There we go. Rewind.
No, my mother's their personality.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No. When did dating become a thing?
I don't know. You know, my mother is Muslim. They believe you should just get
When did
married.
dating yeah, because that's what you do. Because you don't know nobody until you live with. When did you go to college?
Yes.
Did you graduate? Okay. About what decade did dating become a thing?
When did hoeing start?
60s, maybe the 70s.
About the 50s when they decided to start making a greeting card industry.
Hey y'all,
Dating
hold up.
became a thing.
They saying the screen is black. Well, I'm seeing the screen is black.
Yeah,
There's
the
no
screen is
video on YouTube. I know. Dang.
I hope you're all right.
So,
We're working on it.
All right, we back.
Prior to that, your grandmother and your great grandmother.
Hold on, they can't
Hold
see.
on.
You wanted to get married.
Yeah, they can't see.
We're gonna get it together. See, I'm telling you, bro. IT, bro. I'm telling you, it's a hard job back there, man.
So explain
Y'all
the
think it's easy.
intricacies of what's going on right here.
I was cringing up here right
Hey,
now.
he said, y'all don't know what to do without
He
him.
ready to get up.
Y'all see him flip the table like Christ did. Man. Y'all know what that is.
It's working. Some break.
They got it working.
Let
Look,
get it
You don't know
his foot
nobody.
doing this under the table.
It's his knees. It's
All
his
right,
knees.
come on, y'all. Let's start it from the
You
top.
graduate?
It's working. Start it over. Start it over.
Calm
About
down.
what decade?
Their personality.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No. When did dating become a thing?
I I don't know. You know, my mother is Muslim. They believe you should just get
When did
married.
dating yeah, because that's what you do. Because you don't know nobody until you live with. When did you go to college?
Yes.
Did you graduate? Okay. About what decade did dating become a thing?
Not the 60s, maybe the 70s.
About the 50s, when they decided to start making a greeting card industry. Dating became a thing to sell homes and rings. Prior to that, your grandmother and your great-grandmother, if you wanted to get married, you walked over to somebody, you got a wife, the daughter's of marrying age, I need a woman, make the arrangement, jump the room, get on down. You didn't even have to have a marriage license until the miscegenation laws came into effect to keep black men and black men from marrying white women. You didn't even need a license. Okay. Dating has never been a thing.
Stop. He makes some heavy points, bro. Mm-hmm. Because back in the old times, I don't want to say the biblical times, because we're still in it.
The old times.
The older times, bro, we had arranged marriages.
Right.
All right.
We had a different mindset on marriages. Right? First off, we had the man, he know his responsibility. The woman knew her responsibility. And what they did was they came together knowing their responsibility. And guess what? It worked. But nowadays, it's like, oh no, he's too short. He 5'9".
Yeah.
I can't do that. Oh, he only making $40,000 a year.
That's the noise.
I can't do that. I can't do that. But guess what? Back then, They didn't even know each other. Yeah. The fathers, they made that decision without the sons and daughters knowing. And guess what? We flourished because why? We had a mindset of what? Marriages, we trying to build a nation.
Right.
Marriage was a responsibility. It's not like an option or a luxury. It was something that we had to do.
Right.
And the man know his responsibility. Okay. Wife, she gonna do what she do, and guess what? It's gonna work. Why? Because the laws of God are perfect.
Right.
Marriage is perfect. The institution of marriage is perfect.
Hey, this thing for fun now though. Dating,
That's all it is.
Dating is pure. Just let me knock down as many as I can get, and vice versa. Let me take in as many as I can take.
And then once I'm finished, then okay, let me see who
yeah,
I can
like
just
nobody
smash.
want that hanging thing now. You done used it all up.
They say women
Like
women got more bodies now than men have.
Bigger facts.
Because it's harder for men to,
So it's just a bunch of men. Just why you start seeing them incels now. Them boys who can't, them involuntary celibates, the ones who like, and a lot of them be Esau, granted. And I'm
on social media,
like for real, they and it's a lot more of them. Like they can't find women to date. They can't find nobody to marry, and they become you gotta have a wife because hollering all that in your butt and make you angry. Them boys turn into killers when they can't get no wife or no girl.
That's why they be so swole. They at the gym.
Yeah, that's why they got Tinder and Christian Me and Mingle and
you saying that's a swole brother problem?
That's a swole brother.
About to offend all the swole
All
brothers.
the swole brothers, they ain't got no girl. You ain't seen no man, no wife just swole. If he got a wife, he got a big shoulder and chest and a big stomach to match. He just
Ain't no swole husbands, bro.
he like a gorilla.
Ain't no muscular husbands out there. The game over.
Look also next to Maya. He look like he should have been.
He should have been swole. He just needed lawn.
But he got a wife.
Look, that home cooking do it.
What I'm
like
doing,
he should have been swole.
No, also next to Mike, he not swole. He just large.
Yeah, he was born like that.
I say he should be swole. He looked like he should be swole, right? But
but for the Lord's will, man, Israel gets to the point where we are really arranging marriages.
Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
Lord's will.
All these kids.
You know what I'm saying?
You
got. Hey, I'm telling Israel, but they busting them out right now.
I mean,
Israel dropping. Man, they about 7 babies a day falling in Israel.
Just popping them out.
I can't even keep up.
Like it's a day job out here, but to pop out babies.
It's a day job. They go bad too. They dropping them boys at like 7 months. They be like, I'm pregnant. You be like, how many months? They're like 7. You be like, what you got?
Quick.
Hey, somebody said I look like Kevin Samuels a little bit.
Yo, that's funny.
It's just a glance, and I don't see it.
But it always happen, bro. You lame.
But Lord, let me get that. Let's see what else you say. Let go.
Keep playing.
No, I got somebody already.
I mean, I can understand your philosophy.
It's not my philosophy. It's the world's philosophy. Where in the world did people date?
Damn, Solomon, you do look like Kevin Samuels, bro.
In America, that's for starters.
The newest country on the planet.
All right, hold on. You see, right there. That's the part right there that got me. He just told you didn't start dating until Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
Western civilization.
This place started there. I'm pretty sure they brought it from England. You know, the Esau, they probably been doing it. Everywhere they went at, they came up with the Valentine where you knock it down for a year, then go pick another name out the bucket next year.
Damn.
Like, that's how Valentine started. That's where you got Valentine Day card from and all that, because Esau would put the name in the bucket or whatever. You go pick a name. Oh yeah, it's
me and you,
Sister LaShawn. I knock it down for a year. I throw that little card away.
I like that name you picked though.
I know.
You know, I think it just would have been weird if I
had to think like, that's his rib. If y'all don't know, that's his rib. Right?
He can't think of no other one. Hey,
no one. I'm gonna say I'm gonna knock down for a year. I'm gonna knock down. That boy,
like so.
Leadership be like, cut his mic. That brother in the midst of something. He in the midst of something. No, but you know, like, that's what the scriptures say when they say they have all drunk of the wrath of her fornication. Like, everybody takes on what this place do.
Right.
Yeah.
And what Esau do, and they do it wholeheartedly, like it's supposed to be done. Like the girl in Afghanistan yesterday was like, hey, delete all y'all social media accounts, put your guards back on, because if you don't,
stop playing.
They coming to get you.
Hey, and that's the crazy thing, because, you know, Babylon means confusion.
Right.
The law of the Lord is perfect. I'm gonna do Officer Camilla. I'm gonna just paraphrase that guy. That was smooth ahead. But he was like, drunk to the wine. I was like, damn, he really paraphrased it. And it just blew. But this is the land of confusion. For thousands of years, marriage was an institution to progress the nation, the civilization. Here in Babylon, now is they trying to reinvent the wheel, and that's why we ain't going nowhere. That's why it's stagnant. So when you know, Officer Alicia, you was like, yo, Lord's will, it goes back to that. It has to, because that's perfect. That's perfect. You know, that's the way that the Most High intended it, for the Father to talk to the Father. They know best, because they raised up in the law. They teach the laws. They like, okay, I know how to discern spirits. If your son would be good for my daughter,
like, that nigga
let's
lazy.
make that happen. Or vice versa. Like, nah, because the father might come to, don't your son be getting drunk at the new one? Nah, we good on that.
He working on it.
Yeah.
On the flip side too is that, like, two people, the kids grow up together and they don't even know. You know,
Right.
the parents might be, they ain't really had no spoken words, but you're like, okay, I see you.
The
You got a
interaction.
good family. I got a good family.
Oh no, we speak about it.
And the abortion rate will go down.
No, I'm just talking about, and they friends, and then all
They've been knowing each other
Right.
for
years.
years.
Right.
Now that right there, and then whenever something is tripping, somebody, I think about
Trouble
this all
in
the
the
time. Okay, no, yeah, trouble in the flesh, right? So if the way the Most High made it, so if I'm a question for you, so if your wife is tripping and saying that her whole parents is in the truth and your parents in the truth, who would you go to talk to find out what's going on? Who would you?
Yeah, her parents.
But which one? Who would you go to?
Oh, the father.
Exactly. And for her, who would she go to?
My mother.
Exactly. If
Right.
everything was right.
Yeah.
Because the mom grew her son, so she know everything about her
That's a
son.
good point.
And the father knows his daughter, so he know what he raised. So you wouldn't go to some outside person, you would go to her father.
Hey, you know, to your point, that's what happened with McCall and David. Saul knew what his daughter's spirit was like.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, yeah, she gonna ruin.
Yeah, I hate her.
Yeah.
When I hate her, you want? I give you my daughter.
I give you my daughter.
You cut 200 nigga dinglings tips off. I got you. I only need 100.
He knew the spirit.
Yeah, come out. Wow.
I forgot that detail, but
Hey,
thank you for breaking
that
that.
was-
Got the ding-a-ling portion. Appreciate you.
That was the setup. But you're right.
I was just gonna say, and righteously, that's how we want it to look, right? We want to be able to, Lord's will, you know, if, you know, Christ don't come back before, but if we able to grow old and watch our children get older, we would ideally like for it to be that way. Like, I would love for my kids to be able to take on, you know, my brothers in this truth kids or whatever the case may be, and us be able to, Now we really got that brotherly. Now it's like, nah, my son know if he marry his daughter, listen, me and him gonna be on your head if you do something wrong, and then y'all likewise with the sisters.
But
like,
that's best, nation building for real.
The best part of that is the guidance that comes with it. Because see, like now, we got parents that's not in the truth, a lot of us. And more fish in the sea come from bad parenting. That's man, I don't know what to do, Dad. You know what I'm saying? I really like a nigga. You don't never supposed to cry with one mother girl, nigga. You be like, you know what? I ain't never crying over one girl. You know what I'm saying? Or you go to try to tell your parents, like we have the stigma, oh, don't be running to your parents about what's going on in our house. Where if this was really set up right, you should be able to go to your parents about the troubles that you have in your household, because you can get the same kind of guidance. You can use the scriptures to show you this is XYZ. And they have the experience in the same matters, using the same scriptures to help you apply it, versus you got a mama who used to pop, who was
fast,
who frequent the streets.
And I like the fact that you said stay in the scriptures, right? So, because some people do go to their parents, but their parents ain't giving them.
They're not giving them scripture.
Exactly.
That's why there's division, and that's why that was my point too, in the fact that me and him, we gonna be speaking the same thing, because why? We believe the same thing. All of us, I mean, we may have little small things of differences of how we raise our kids, but for the most part, we going right to the Bible with it.
And you're trying to fix the relationship, not break it up. Ain't like,
I ain't never like that nigga no way.
I don't like, exactly.
I ain't never like that nigga no way.
Charles got a big ass head anyway.
And your baby hair coming funny.
That sister that we brought over to you, I think Officer Eli was teaching. The sister that they had the shorts on.
Oh yeah.
So when we were bringing her over there, she didn't want to come at first because she was like, well, you know, my boyfriend gonna be mad. He gonna be mad. And so as I was bringing her over there, you know, I was talking to her about the idea of marriage. I think she's like 21, 22 years old. And the way she frowned when I mentioned marriage is like it was taboo, you know. But to your point, Sister Iona, the Bible is supposed to be the standard, right? So if we grow up learning how marriage is, or using the examples of the Bible gives as far as marriage is concerned, then the idea of marriage wouldn't even be taboo, because a lot of the relationships today, they fail because of communication, a lack of trust and stuff like that. But if you had the opportunity to grow up together, or you're building together, at least we have a standard to live by, so we know, okay, well, his parents trained him up in this way of life, so he has a certain level of understanding. Vice versa with her. So if they having issues in their marriage, it's because outside of trouble in the flesh, it's because they're going outside of what the Bible is. But the idea of marriage shouldn't be so taboo to she should be ready to, you know, start looking for a husband.
It's natural. Like I've been to more weddings since I came into this truth than I've ever been.
Yo, bro, I've never been to a wedding, bro.
Nah.
Out in the world, I don't think I can't recall one, bro.
Especially not none of my men.
Yeah, you went to like your auntie wedding.
I've never been to a friend.
I was a ring bearer one time, holding little bull. I was probably like 6'5", like and
that was it. And guess what? I didn't. That's how they do it in the country.
I was about to say that was the country.
Carmela jumped the broom. That's what he did.
One of my homeboys did get married, but I think I only been to 2 weddings before I came in the truth.
Hey, and we was on the street. It was some kids, man. They was like 16, 17, 18, and like one was like 20, but they all had kids. None of them married, right? So I asked them, like, who all married out here? Like 8 brothers raised their hand. They was like, damn. Like, it was like a miracle or something.
They don't,
because they don't understand the concept of you with one person forever.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? It's so much out here. But then that same hand is just full of heartbreak and baby mama drama and child support and disease. Like, ain't nothing good about this hand. Let's go back to this one.
Hey, is it more on this?
What you was about to say, sir?
I was like, but then when you start breaking it down, like, okay, so who don't want a person to grow old with? Who don't want a person that you done built this relationship with that is your ace. You know, out of anything you could just break down and that person's gonna build you up.
And that's what baffles me.
Who don't want that?
They want it after.
Thank you.
After 40 and 50 years old.
Yeah, they bust out.
Yeah, but by the time you 40 and 50, look, if you got married at 20, and by the time you 40 and 50, this person knows you before you could even.
But you
like right when you
that,
walk in the door, they feel your aura. Okay, he had a bad day. Let me go get this, and this. Okay,
Get the
okay,
strong
he had a good day. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this because you know that person. You know if they go, you already know any little words like a one word sentence. You know a whole everything because you done grow old with this person.
Look, you come in the house, she be like, "How you day?" You be like, she be like, "Oh shit."
Let me whip it in his head. Let me know. I know what to do.
He said,
Y'all go upstairs right now.
Hey,
Don't bother your
hey,
daddy.
and to those same subtleties, that's what gets taught to the child, the son's wife. That's what gets taught to her. Like, look, when he come home, he just like his dad. He go, get the slippers, get strong, get out the way, cut the TV, put the class on, get it. Hey, shut up. And shut up. Like, what do you do when he goes, you ask him a billion questions.
What's wrong with you?
But it's backfiring. Don't do that.
I go, are you giving attitude back?
Like, damn, I just was asking, how was your damn day? Like, here we, man. I don't got the words. You the you know what this means?
What else we got on this? Let's finish this out.
Hey,
articles.
You know, I don't know. I feel like if I hadn't dated the guys that
Are you married?
I am not married, I'm divorced.
Okay.
That's like so.
You know,
There's that.
there's that.
So before we dated, we had a marital rate. Before 1965, the black community was married at a rate of 80%. How is dating helping black women keep husbands?
Stop. Question.
That ain't the goal.
How is dating helping black women keep husbands?
Bring it out.
It's not.
It's not. It's not.
That's all
It's
y'all do?
causing more fornication. It's causing people to get catfished and go through different.
I'm finna go on a whole nother thing.
Oh, go ahead.
The more bodies you have, the more you know what you like. This person did that. That person. So that
So
right
bodies
there-
is traumatizing.
Yeah, because
yeah.
now you have something to compare, and that ain't good.
So you always comparing one.
No, not
one-
always. I'm talking about in the world where
I'm saying I'm speaking. I'm asking like from the world perspective. Like
that's not good at all.
so that's what be happening. That's why when women they be tending to be like, oh, he ain't this. Generally is comparing
Because of what
another
she
man.
had
Yes.
in the past.
this one to this one, and then this one to this, or that main one, that first one that y'all ever gave y'all.
Yeah, the
virginity.
first one
Y'all
was-
be locked on that one. I done seen that before.
That's spiritual. That's how it's supposed to be.
That first.
So what it really boils
That is
down
so
to
true.
is when you looking at the anatomy of a man and a woman, right? The woman's egg is not alive.
It's finna get deep. It's finna get scientific, boy. It's
Meaty in this thing, boy.
Y'all got y'all dictionary
finna
ready?
get anatomical.
Anatomically
I
correct.
felt the little board come behind me and everything.
Little
boy.
white,
I mean business, bro.
a little whiteboard pop.
Oh, he did this right here.
So let me do it. All right. See,
I get it.
so a woman's egg is not alive until it's fertilized.
Bring it out.
So that means that when a man releases, that's a safe word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Releases when
Ejaculate, yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
When he releases into the woman, he's releasing life, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And so every time that man releases his essence, because the scripture says two shall become one flesh.
That's right.
But they become one flesh when he puts his essence into that woman.
That essence.
That's why the woman ends up becoming like the husband.
That's right.
Her mind she's supposed to be patterned after him. And as he's releasing into her, she becomes like him. But the problem with that though is when women have multiple men, they're allowing all these different men. So right, because a woman is supposed to only have one head her entire life.
Right. Yeah.
So when brothers is having issues with their wives, they're battling all those
other
other
niggas.
men that's inside of them.
That's heavy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I can't even get it out.
Hold on.
learned to get those. They haven't gotten those other men out first.
So that trouble in the flesh, you really beefing with Hakeem from 33rd.
Yeah, Hakeem little essence in there like, watch out, Israelite niggas.
That's why women can't get past that first one. Because that's who. If when you lay down with that man, that's who you're supposed to be.
Hey,
right. That's who humbled.
Damn, that's who humbled.
Oh, because he had humbled her.
He's the first time.
The scripture say you gotta pay the daddy because you humbled her.
Right. She gonna be toe up for the rest of her days because of you.
You ain't lying. That first is hard to get over. Like for real, you be so or whatever time with that thing. Whatever.
The music.
Yeah, let's
we don't have no sound effect today.
on that one right there.
Okay, finish it.
You know, I don't know if it's dating. I think social media may not be great.
Okay, but before social media, before 2000, divorce rates were still going down. You said you need to get to know somebody. What do you need to get to know?
I don't know if dating is the main contributor. Not to.
It's the only factor.
To disagree.
Ma'am, you're not making a good. You basically saying I don't like what you're saying, but you're not saying why what you're saying makes any sense.
I'll say that because women, we're changing. Our roles are changing.
Yeah, you're getting worse.
Damn. That's it right there. We're reinventing everything that has worked forever.
Right.
Into something that we're not even sure yet, but we're gonna figure it out when we get there.
And that's why depression is so high.
Yeah. Depression is high. That's why 19 million babies have been aborted because they trying to figure it out. They're trying to make it up as they go along instead of coming back to the Bible.
Dating makes it easy for people to say, "Oh, he good in bed, bad in bed," for them to just keep going through.
So it's all about rods.
Yeah, that's
pretty much.
It's all about rods.
That's it.
Because the good guys in the world don't finish first. It be the one that done,
The bad boys.
Yeah, the one that done messed them up.
Who was this telling me
The Doonies or whatever.
recently?
The Doonies.
What it say? The majority of baby mamas is made by the same amount of men. I forgot.
Oh, it was. I think it was 90% of women want 10% of men. So basically, there's a subgroup of bad boys or whatever, right? That all the women want, and then they get a version of them, but the men that really, you know what I'm saying, will take care of them, will, you know, hold it down, will raise the children properly, they get left on the back burner until the women get ran through. Now they looking back at the 90, you know what I'm saying, percent of the brothers at the gym doing this, because all the pickings want the bad guy.
Somebody bring that stat. I don't know if y'all in the comments. But this was saying like the baby of the single parents or the baby mamas, it's something like 60% of the baby mamas is made by the same 30 or something percent of men. So it's like the same, like that one cat who got 7 kids, or that one guy, he got 21 kids. You like, how this nigga get 21 kids? It's the same guy going around knocking down.
Because she want what
I was about to
got.
say, because that's going along to what we were talking about earlier, and kind of hinting at what Officer was talking about how the majority of, like, all women, when you ask them, we're talking from a worldly sense, when you ask them the things they want, they all want the same thing, right? And that's what this whole conversation is being stirred up about, because women, they want a guy 6 feet tall, 6 figures, you know, other characteristics. They want the whole package, right?
Size 14 shoe.
No.
Yeah, so that's what he was saying. 90% of the men don't get chosen because they don't fit those qualities. So you have all women that are going after the 10% of men. They making 6 figures, they balling and doing all of these things. Now those other 90% of men, you know, they just, what you called them earlier?
Incels. No, he called them that.
Incels, involuntary celibates.
Yeah, but brothers get counseled when they decide or make a choice to go after a certain type of woman.
Mm-hmm.
You can't like we was talking about earlier with the what the girl name is
Libo.
Candace Owens?
No. What's
Lizzo?
that's the big girl.
The big girl, yeah, Lizzo.
Right. So like, but it's okay for her to be how she is. We just have to accept it.
Right.
She don't have to get in shape. She don't have to do anything. She get
wild
out to do what she does.
Yeah, women have all of these standards for men, but women, they get told if you big, you get told, girl, love your curves.
Right.
All right. But men, they gotta be in shape, they gotta make a certain amount of money, they gotta have a certain smile, you know, they gotta have all women want all of these characteristics out of the man, but every time you get onto the woman about something, it's there's some type of social accepting for that, for her flaw. So if you fat, it's okay. Love your curves.
and don't shame it.
Yeah.
Don't fat shame.
And that's the whole thing, like you were saying about Lizzo. Lizzo is basically getting folks canceled.
You want to pull it up?
You can. I don't know. Oh, for the stats. Okay. I think this for what Officer Carmelo was looking for. Go ahead, yeah.
It's quiet air.
Oh, play the video. Play the video.
We still on this video?
You ain't supposed to say it out loud. Just talk, shout.
Go ahead. We have no audio.
Okay.
You're changing into men.
Damn.
Well, I don't believe in changing into men.
You are. You are.
matter
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why women are changing into men. What's the average height of a black woman? A woman in this country.
5'4".
How much does an average black woman weigh in this country?
That I don't know.
Guess.
150.
180.
Okay.
Dang.
The average black woman weighs more than the average black man at her height. Strong, independent, don't need no man. A black woman, stereotypically known for being feminine, feminine, cooperative, and submissive. Stereotypically.
Hey, he cutting her up. She
yes,
hurt.
no.
Look at her face.
Yes.
They are?
You know, I can't speak on that.
No, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. See, if we're not going to have an honest conversation, we don't need to do this. Stereotypically, are black women, when you think of feminine, cooperative, submissive, is the black woman's image the image that pops to the top of your mind, even in black media? No. Thank you. So black women in general, in our community in particular, are getting worse. Did you not just see this woman walk up and shoot a woman point blank in the head in Brooklyn? So how are you telling me my women are becoming like men? If you see World Star Hip Hop, you see women are actually fucking each other up. They're beating men.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. So let's have an honest conversation.
Hey, hold
it's
up.
Not getting.
I got a question. So, what do this feminist, whatever movement or mentality or ideology or whatever you want to call it, if the men of this generation, let's just say the Israelite men just started saying, okay, then fine, you got it. And we just walk the way. We take the ones who want to be submissive and want to grow and want to learn how to, play her role. Like, what do these women think they would actually accomplish?
They're going to twerk for 2 days and then it's going to fall apart.
They said they're going to twerk and drink wine and it's over with.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Oh, I've been wondering about that for about 2-3 days. Like, what do they think will really happen? They'd be like, go ahead and pay them highways then with your feminist ass. Take your big, strong, independent ass
black woman,
and pay these highways.
Strong black woman mean you can move some furniture.
By yourself. Don't call me.
Won't need a mover company.
Find a way to get that couch up out that house.
That's funny you said that. I was driving and the radio was on and they was reading and something like some lesbian was like, stop asking us to move the refrigerator. And
really?
so the guy, the host was like, shit, you want to be a man?
If you the main one dressed,
that's all a strong, independent black woman is good for to help move the furniture.
Like, you want to be a man? She'll be a man.
That's what I said. You want to be equal, then you got to take the equal,
help me
right?
change that alternator real quick.
I ain't no. You change your own alternator because I ain't asking you when it's my turn to change it to come help me change the alternator. Right. I don't call my wife and say, baby, come help me change the alternator. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know where this plug go, or you know where these two bolts go. I ain't asking her that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Verb versa. When it's time to go fix. When it's time to go get something.
Wait. We're going to pause on that one. We're going to pause on that.
First what? That's the second time saying it.
Verb vice.
What's that?
The other way, opposite way.
You mean vice versa?
No, he mean verse vice.
I mean verse vice.
Okay.
The other way, opposite way.
I got you. I understand. I got you.
How you say it?
Vice versa.
He said, how you say it?
But we know what you mean.
He been saying that his whole life.
He really learned something new
just right now. My boy is gone right now.
Vice
it's vice versa, bro.
Let's see what else we got going on, man.
Struck right now.
My dude was making a great point. Talking about having cognitive
Keep
dissonance right now.
Let's see what else we got. I don't want to see that.
But yeah, if you a masculine sister, you know what I'm saying, help us, remove this carburetor. And
cars don't even have no carburetor no more.
that's what I'm saying. Let them find it.
Yeah, you get your old school. You get your old school. Learn how to prime that carburetor.
I want that one. All right, somebody read this for me.
All right, it says, my father told me. No, it's Denzel. My father told me. No, I'm saying. Her mindset will raise your children, not her body and good looks. Choose wisely.
Damn, what is the bomb on that
Man, I tease.
one? Bomb on that.
There ain't no sound effect?
Hey, offset night, don't push anything. Don't push
We be in the dark in
One more
here.
time for me, bro.
My father told me her mindset will raise your children, not her body and good looks.
Wow.
Choose wisely.
Wow.
Hey,
What happened with your boy? What's the basketball guy?
PJ?
PJ Washington.
Nah, that's not him.
Oh, damn, another one.
All of the
With
basketball niggas.
Gabrielle lady.
All of them.
Oh, Dwayne Wade.
There you go.
Yuri's man's.
Hey, somebody told me all hell gonna
mute my
break
mic.
loose from that little baby.
Yuri was hanging out with him.
That little baby
mute my
tell her
mic.
brother, you ain't no damn girl.
He know they got the receipts
Pam,
on his
Officer Carmella, I
Instagram.
talk.
We got the receipts, B. We know whose man's it was.
Officer
What,
Carmella, I
man,
talk.
what happened?
Go ahead.
Oh, it's
Say
something.
what you
It
gotta
must be
say,
something
bro.
about 12.
Yeah,
that was
he
his
was
boy.
hanging out
You were
with
saying
Wade.
Vervice?
Oh, yeah, he still wear the D-Ray Invitational t-shirts.
I just got my new shirts
And
fringed.
I
you know what I'm
always
saying?
tell him, like, you be wearing that little gat.
I just got my new shirts fringed, all right?
You be wearing that
Y'all know how it
Sodomite
is.
shirts.
You know how it is. You'll say you ain't got that many shirts. You gotta get the shirts fringed.
Yeah, you gotta get the shirts framed.
That's it.
Yuri was dapping up
But
his
this
son.
right here, though,
You wildin'.
this quote right here, bro, listen. It say her mindset will raise your kids. So that's why we got to choose wisely, bro, on who we, because oftentimes we'll look at the physical and expect her to be a wife.
Teach.
You understand? Like the body, the looks, we can change that.
Nah, I mean, yeah.
We can
It's all
change that.
medicine.
Get in the gym.
We can change that, but you can't change your
R.I.P.
mind, bro.
that.
You can't change the spirit.
Hey, officer, you know what? That's funny because a lot of times that's what these backdoor marriages end up finding out.
Bring it forth.
Is this right here. They go off the lust. Oh, she look good, man. She smiling at me. She licking her lips at me. Man, we got to do this now. And then they never find out about the mindset. And then now you're married and now you're finding out about the mindset and you like, damn, this is not somebody I want to raise my kids.
You got
You know
a
the
pretty
crazy-
hard head demon.
A pretty hard. Sometimes she ain't even pretty.
You got to hide her head.
You be like, sometimes they just a demon. You would, but you be like I was thinking about that one time. Like, okay, if you in this truth and she's throwing mouth and buns at you, something in you should say something in her ain't right. But you take that and you be like,
But you ain't right.
Look, you
the,
know
the scriptures say a wicked woman is for a wicked man.
Oh, damn, that's a true story.
I mean, yeah.
You know, cause when a brother tuck his fringes up on his chin,
Up on the 10.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We'll show you after the show, officer. Don't do it.
Hey, look.
just imagine how you get your fringes under your chin. Brother tucking fringes under his chin. When brother tucking fringes under his chin, he done forgot about everything else. He ain't, and now he's stuck with that thing that he lifted his fringes up for.
Yeah.
And she,
They getting stood up.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now you forced to let this thing raise your children, or you have to raise her children. Cause I'm pretty sure she got some children. If she willing to lift up fringes without she got some children.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she
And
got some.
all praise to the Most High for leadership, because if you do it the right way, you know what I'm saying, you see a sister that you're attracted to and you go to your spiritual fathers, they'll give you the report like, nah,
She lift up
she ain't
fringes.
it. She crazy.
She lift up fringes. That's
There's things that you she lifts up fringes. You know what I'm saying? Or she stabbed people. You know what I mean? You don't find out that she got abusive tendencies until it's your son head banging against the wall. Then you like, damn, I wish I would have asked about it. You know what I mean? Because it be real serious situations. You know what I mean? Your child ain't getting fed. You know what I mean? Because she not even don't cook. She just don't even care to feed him. You know what I'm saying?
They don't eat till she get hungry.
And they eating whatever she eat. Like, hell, here, nigga, the Cheetos.
Brothers be in the truth looking for a dime piece, and you don't understand, especially if somebody fresh out of the world, you know, you got to be very, very, very careful with that, because, you know, if you interested, there was tons of brothers in the world that was interested. So it would behoove you to take your time to find out what type of mindset this sister has. That's why the scripture says, stumble not at the beauty, right? Go not after your lust, like refrain yourself from your appetites. Like the scriptures is here to let you know that, listen, beauty is vain.
It's gone.
Sisters know when they pretty and they can use their beauty to their advantage. And they know it's a bunch of simps and a bunch of suckers out here that's gonna fall into that.
Right.
So it's up to you to show. That's like First Ezra 4, where they talk about what can
you wanna get it?
What is stronger? Nah.
Paraphrase.
What does it say? But what is stronger than a woman or something like that, right? And it's the truth. Because if you don't know the truth, if you don't know how a man is supposed to be, the roles of the household, a man is supposed to be the head, you're not supposed to let your woman have authority. If you know these things, you're going to operate differently. But when you don't, you operate from a simp mentality.
Simp.
I mean,
and it goes back to when you first come in. Like when you first come in, demons hook up. They always say that. Like when you first come in,
we dealt with that yesterday.
Yeah, when you first come in, you should be
y'all demons.
Y'all looking up demons.
No, we dealt with a visitor who was causing confusion. So.
But when you first come in, what you're supposed to do is build yourself up first, right? And then be purging out the old man. Because when you first come in, if you hook up with somebody, both of y'all not right, because he's just coming in learning the truth. You just coming in learning the truth, and y'all haven't had enough time to get the scriptures in to even know how to deal righteously with each other. Because the first thing you're gonna do is your first reaction on how you was in the world.
And these. Her mindset and her body, that's two different time frames. Like it take a long time to learn somebody's mindset.
Yeah.
That's where the whole proving process come in, and not being hasty to credit. But you can see somebody's body and good looks instantly, and you making life decisions based off of something you just witnessed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, she got a body. That's a good sister right there. She in the spirit.
She in
the spirit.
Like Bishop was talking about systems. Right, yesterday, and that's a system that is set up in IUIC that approves somebody for a year or longer, and that system works.
How long you think that it took them? How many crash and burns did they see before they was like, you know what? Let's make this a year.
Hey, you know what? That's funny that you say, because as she was talking, I was just thinking about in Hebrews would talk about.
Let's get it.
No.
Let's get that.
Quick with it.
Let's get it.
About the experience that comes from, you know, these men over the years. Like they have a certain level of experience to where,
like, to have your sense of exercise.
Yeah. I'm butchering it, but just get it, man.
Just get it.
What you was saying though, Solomon? What you was saying?
Solomon, what you was talking about? He gonna get the script.
But no, I was just saying, you know, so when leadership says, okay, this system may not be right for you, or brother, wait, you're not ready, it's because they coming from a place of having their senses exercised. You see what I'm saying? They've seen those things happen. They've witnessed. They got the wisdom, the understanding to know, if I allow this brother to do this, if brothers come in 2 months and get married, no, it's going to end up being a disaster. We got to put measures in place to make sure that we protecting the body. You see what I'm saying? So that's why these things are put in place. It's not to hate on you. It's not because we don't want to see. We building a nation. We want to see brothers and sisters get married. And a lot of times when you give brothers, particularly I'm speaking of brothers because we deal with them more often, but when you give brothers counsel about things they should and should do with women, they upset with you.
That'd be the simp button.
As if, I'm married. I got kids. I'm not. I'm trying to help you. I don't want nothing from you, bro. Right. You see what I'm saying?
They be thinking you want the sister, like you trying to stop them from getting
right.
the sister because you want her.
You be giving word from the scripture.
You giving sound. We all saying the same thing. I could tell them, this person to tell them, he'll tell them, but they hating on me. They don't understand. Because one thing about brothers,
you don't know my life.
Hey man.
Hebrews.
Hey, but you know what? Chris Rock said what that guy said. He had a joke and he was like, you take the new woman over the woman that you already knew and that you had. And he said you want to read your old wife read your kid a bedtime story. But he said, new coochie illiterate. You can't you can't cook.
He was talking about the 80-10% too. Like you leave your 80% for the 10% and
20.
then is it 20%?
We black.
Okay, with 20%, and then all she have is 20%, and you looking back at the 80%, like, damn, it wasn't so bad. She had 80% of everything right, but that 20% came.
And that 20% is always looks.
Always.
It's always looks.
That's what it is.
It ain't never, because like her, ain't nobody gonna say, I'll take her. But this woman is a freaking multi-millionaire. But you're not looking at that.
Yeah.
You ain't looking at what she brings to her, to her husband, how she increases him.
The peace.
Right. The fact that she make multi-million dollars and he like, yeah, I got multi-million dollars because
she helping advance. She
Here you go.
She got the vision. But you just want to bring some.
Oftentimes,
you ain't got
everybody think that the grass is greener.
That's spray paint.
They will see that solid, bro. That
turf.
turf.
Get that toe turf.
They may see that they dealing with a certain issue within their marriage, and then they look across the, you know what I'm saying?
Time for that.
Let's go with
Yo, Officer Zed pushing buttons, man.
They just figured out the buttons.
Zed don't even know how to work a computer. I don't know why. Zed do everything by paper.
You will have an issue within your marriage, right? You look over yonder and be like, dang, like they over there, they may be, you know what I'm saying, they all right, but
Instagram,
whatever the case may be, but they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Oftentimes we will leave or desire something that we already good with right here.
Yeah, you just stop.
Brothers are, I'm telling you, they're weak when they want to run instead of trying to solve the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Strong men, they solve issues in their marriages,
we problem solvers.
We find solutions.
Right.
Some brothers, they say, I can't deal with. Those are the simps, bro.
Hey.
Those are weak men. Those are beta men. A real man is going to deal with a sister, find a solution, and apply that solution.
That's why women initiate 80% of the divorce.
Right. Because they don't want to deal with it.
They some grass is greeners now. And the women's is the grass is greeners like a mug. Now.
Yeah.
They gonna go and be looking like, ooh.
Remember that?
What's over there?
That whole hashtag goals movement that they had. Every time they saw a couple goals, they took a good picture. That's your goals. That's it.
A good picture.
That's all you gonna get. That's all you gonna get.
Just photogenic.
Because then,
you see somebody giving them gifts. You don't know he done whooped her ass 2 weeks ago. And then sorry, but y'all like hashtag goals.
Hey,
Like,
you know what is funny about that? Because
sorry, I almost stabbed you.
sorry, I did stab you.
nobody puts they bad stuff on Instagram,
Social media is happy
Facebook.
moments.
Yeah,
All happy moments.
all happy moments. And I'd be like, people be looking at, they be like, ooh,
I'm living my best life.
I want marriage like that. But you don't know, she go to bed every night crying, or you don't know he's sitting down right now with a whole bottle of Jack. You don't know.
So one day, it was probably like maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
Play the music.
We made this one straight. It ain't got nothing to do with me personally. So the
Right.
we made like
That's what
this.
the
We
last
made like
person
this
said.
this crazy diamond necklace for this dude. I mean, the necklace was like $20,000, right? Dang. And he paid for it in cash. I'm talking about he had the bread. So, but whatever. Actually, no, he owned like 15 trucks.
That's
and he
dope.
And
Officer Solomon, you
Yeah,
got a
let's not
diamond
talk
chain?
let's not talk about trucks. Let's get into
that's what he did.
He made the necklace
So I went because he was like, "Hey, my flight finna leave. Can y'all deliver the chain? Bring the necklace to me. I don't want my wife to see it." So it's like, okay. He like, yeah. So we took the necklace, whatever. He like, yeah, we about to get on this plane to Greece. I was like, dang, this man, $20,000 chains, week in Greece. As we leaving, the guy riding was like, yeah, he had to buy all his wife that because she caught him cheating with. You know what I'm saying? So he's buying this. So you looking and you hashtagging goals, but the whole time he
stepping at somebody else.
He trying to pay that bill for the remainder.
What's more stupid is that the woman will take that chain, then go on Instagram like, yeah, like the whole reason you have it ain't because he love you.
No, right.
It's because
He trying to make up.
Make you stay Yeah.
Because he got 20,000 to blow, and that was nothing.
And that was nothing to him. It's a trinket. Like, yo, here, are you happy now? Okay, good.
Hey, Offset,
Let me cheat in peace.
You said something heavy, because we used to talk about that. Remember we used to do those marriage Mondays and all that. But about being a man is not running, because like in the world when you having problems like with your quote unquote girlfriend at the time or whatever the case may be.
See it through, my boy.
You gone. You ain't dealing with it. Right. You like, I'm all right. You don't want to act right. All right, I'm gonna go over here. But in the truth, you have to learn how to actually resolve the matters that are in your household, because that's nowhere
to go.
Yeah, ain't
you
nowhere to go.
You gotta make a process. You gotta figure it out.
And then you can't just let it sit there, because if it sit there, it's gonna get exposed, and then you gonna look crazy. You have to resolve your problems in your marriage. You cannot run from them. You can't just be mad and be quiet. You gotta fix what's going on in your household.
Got to see it through, my boy.
Ain't no walk around silent and then okay, we good.
Oh yeah, like you walk around the house. You just walk around the house quiet and then try to hunt something later at night to hope that's gonna like solve all the problems.
A little Band-Aid. That's all it is, a little Band-Aid.
And then they'll be back talking to y'all.
One thing I realized about sisters too, what they do is sisters they won't tell you nothing. Like you could be like, "What's wrong with you? What's going on?" They don't want to tell you, right? They fine.
There you go.
But guess who they telling it to?
They mama.
They telling it to each other.
They mama.
This sister know what's going on with her, huh?
No, I said let's ask.
Who y'all telling it?
Why y'all do that?
I talk to my Lord.
Yeah, I ask him.
I don't have.
If I don't,
When you
don't wanna talk to me at the time,
when you didn't have to talk to your Lord,
I would talk to my friend.
Yeah, but that's kid stuff. That ain't adult stuff. That's kid stuff. If you really want your marriage and you really want to work that thing out, you want to learn how to talk, and then when you see he do that little or whatever, like you say, you be like, okay, I save it for next time. I done got enough out. I can wait. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's wisdom right there.
You know what I'm saying?
That's wisdom.
Because I be talking out.
Look, her husband came and said she lying. Your husband just came and said you.
He said, "Quit it."
No, he did.
Hey, he came and lifted his head up.
Right now, we'll have a conversation. I know his telltale signs. He'll sit back like this, or he'll sit for it. If he sit for it, he in it.
He listens.
If he sit back,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This Iona got cat in the
Pick up your phone. You don't want to hear it.
Hey,
Sisters, pick up his phone. You don't want to hear it.
Sisters, if you know your husband telltale signs, call in.
Ain't no calling there.
Call in. I want to know if they know. I want to know the ratio. If they know.
That's a good point, bro, because they don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know the telltales
because they don't care to learn.
Damn.
I literally was just having a conversation. A couple had called me a couple of days ago, and the sister she was upset. She was upset about the decision that the husband made. And anyway, long story short, the conversation ended up going to where she wanted a certain reaction out of him. And I'm telling him, like, sis, like, as long as you learn how to ask, that man will do anything that you want. But the problem is a lot of times the presentation is the way sisters bring it. So like even if
the energy they come with.
Right, let's say if your husband your Lord is having a bad day, the way that you bring the information, it could make him be more receiving.
Bad
of
day
it.
mean no talking.
Yeah.
Well, in some cases though, everybody's not the same.
Yeah.
It just depends. It depends on her knowing her husband. You see what I'm saying? But sisters don't take the time to learn their husband. Like you clearly have taken the time to learn the signs. Okay, I should do this then. Some sisters, they're going to press the issue because they want their voice heard. And it ends up causing a bunch of unnecessary strife and contention in the house.
Yeah, but I learned that by trial and error. That ain't something I learned overnight.
Yeah.
I had good counsel.
Yeah, to keep pushing the issue.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, I ain't even say nothing wrong. All I said was, get that. And it blowed up.
See,
and
you had a drawing board though. You had a drawing board. So you don't be having no drawing board to go back to. They just do the same thing.
They do. They have sisters like Sister Iona. They just they won't.
But this is the thing when they call, because even when I used to call the people that I used to counsel with, and they'll be like, "You did what?" And they'll be getting on me, and I'll be like, "What do you mean? Why you want to get on me?" Not realizing she wasn't trying to hurt me. She was just listening to the whole thing and said, okay, well, you could do this better. You could do that better. And then sisters take that as they jumping on me, but they ain't got nothing to say about him.
So they don't want to fix them. They want somebody to help them team up on him.
Yes, instead of learning from the older women, like, okay, this is what you need to do in that situation.
Right. She helped me recently. My Lord was talking about, we can live minimal or, do things small. I'm just saying, I know I'm not, but she helped me understand, like, going along with this plan is coming with solutions to the problem. You know, to be acceptable with this and go along with it helps build later on what I wasn't seeing that she helped me with. So I go to her for a lot of information on things.
Hey, sisters
I'm just saying, you gotta,
sisters need a marriage vision board of what they see that they could be doing to
Goals.
help in marriage.
Yeah.
They be like,
They
hashtag
vision
goals.
board to be everything they want.
But guess what? Guess what, sis? That's where you come into play.
Yes.
Same way you just saw her, sis. Don't be giving out all your bit. That's what you supposed to be there for. To help them sisters and walk them. No, sis, your vision board is off. This is what you need to have on there.
The vision board.
this
ain't
the way
Facebook.
you handle it. Wait to talk to
Yeah,
me.
it ain't
Don't-
Facebook.
Facebook,
And that's another
Instagram.
thing. Sisters be pretending on Facebook like everything.
Yeah.
Right.
They on there be like, she just posted it.
I be on there like, you Lord, just called me
Stop the cap.
about y'all having issues in the house. Yeah,
That's a cap.
We got to be real with ourselves, man. Listen, everybody, got issues.
everybody
man.
got issues, bro.
Once we realize that, bro, it's all good. Listen, we all trying to fix ourselves.
Everybody.
Yes.
Stop trying to fake it because faking it is not going to solve the problems, bro.
Yeah.
Be real with yourself. Be open. See,
No,
Israel
you
got a
not
hard
your
time
own
being
self.
open. He got a hard time.
Self-examining too.
Look, I be
That's it.
telling sisters, be like, dang, the
Hey.
same stuff I'm telling you, I'll just cut myself. Goddamn. Like that.
I got to make a phone call.
That's it.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
I be like, don't think that we got it all together because we
don't, bro.
good right now,
Yeah.
but my valley coming up soon. You know what I'm saying? I know that, but I need to stay in the scriptures. So when it comes, I'm like, okay,
Oh, it's
let
my
me get
turn.
up here.
Get on the other side.
Let me get on this other side.
But that's it. But those situations though are in the scriptures. Even with I forgot what we was talking about, the situation with Tobit, right? When he had lost his vision or whatever, and his wife came back with the what's the name, and he was
The goat.
he was.
man.
I'm like, look,
He said,
you gotta
just
think
throw
about
it.
how he probably was. Like we read it in a couple, verses, but you gotta think about how that situation probably played out, but she in that situation, she used wisdom in dealing with her Lord. She wasn't like, my Lord, she said, my Lord, listen, you known out here. You know
Blind
what I'm
ass.
saying? She kind of pepped him, boosted him up a little bit.
You
know
can't
what I'm
even
saying?
see the goat. How you
So that was the BAN back then?
Yeah.
Blind ass. nigga.
blind? I don't know. You don't even know what kind of goat this is.
Hey,
Phone
so
call?
what's
Oh,
this
we got
right
a
here?
phone call.
You got a phone call?
Yeah. That's it.
They'll plug him in.
Shalom, caller. What
That's
is?
my Lord. That's my Lord.
Hold on.
I know why you be
You
sliding.
know what your Lord said?
I keep sliding just like I
Sister, give me that. Give me that in Psalm, sister.
You're going to Psalms.
You going
You
in?
got it?
Shalom,
11.
caller. What is your name, question, or comment?
11.
Caller. Who got the stop sign? There we go. We got to stay on point because we never know what they calling with. What they caller? You in there? What's your name? Question.
Oh, they squinting.
Yeah, we finna.
Is that Israel?
Yeah,
with the
also,
We about to
Wow.
hang up.
Oh, with the no.
Hey, call back.
We'll call back in like 5 minutes.
You want to hit this off?
We gonna call them back.
Yeah, we'll
Hey,
call
bro, I'm gonna call you back, bro.
We'll call you back about.
Brother, don't never get a call back.
That mean I ain't calling you back today. I call you back in about 5 minutes. If you
I'll
know,
talk to you later.
Hey, bro, let me hit you back.
if you don't say that, if you be like, I'll call you back in 5 minutes, and you don't call back, then I'm gonna put you on my book as you a liar. But if you be like,
I'm going
I'll
to hit you back.
Hey, bro.
I'll see you at the 7.
All right, check it out. Let's just go ahead and do this video while we getting this the phone lines together.
Hey, bro, I got nobody on the other line. Let me
I'm
hit you back.
fat, man. You know, fat folk be sweating a lot.
Hold
man.
up. Let me get some audio. I like what this sister said right here.
Let me get some audio. So who? Let's get a little backstory on this sister. While we got
Who is this?
people
You know?
plugging, playing, and
I don't know who this is, but I like what she said though.
I know she got a lot of pearls on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she got an accent.
That's a different level of money right there.
she was born in the 50s.
Sister just wearing pearls. You know?
I mean, no
Born in the 40s and 50s. Yeah, 40s and 50s.
That's all much right there.
And I said to my husband, I'd like to travel there. And he goes, oh, I wouldn't want you to go. Just wait with me for a while or something. And I have the money to go. And I sit down. That is submission. Because I have the ability to go. The money, the funds, everything. I choose not to go because he asked me to. That's submission. However,
Stop.
Do they even make pearls anymore?
Listen.
Stay focused.
True submission, brothers and sisters, is when you obey your Lord, even when you don't want to do it. That's true submission. oftentimes sisters, they get it mixed up where they will think, well, I'm submitting. Yes, because that's what you want to do anyway.
Right.
Your Lord just made the decision on something that you already agreed upon.
I nagged them enough.
Like us going to the restaurant that you want to go is
like,
not you submission
anyway.
to.
Yes, my Lord. But like, no, sis, we're going to go here. I ain't want that. Sis, we're going to go here. Yes, that's true submission. You understand what I'm saying? True submission is when you obey your Lord regardless of how you feel. Let me get one scripture. Go to 1 Peter.
Hey, and officer, real quick, somebody asks, R. Ruffin, what religion and what Bible are you guys referenced from?
The King James Version.
Yeah.
The Holy Bible.
The Holy Bible.
The Holy
the 1611
Bible.
The only Bible that matters.
The one collecting dust on your your tape.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
And as far as religion,
they might have been genuine with that question. Dang.
Yeah, this PSR.
I had to cut on like that.
Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 5.
1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 5. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in God adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands.
Read on.
Verse 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
You see that? Just because sisters refer to their husbands as lords, don't mean that they submissive. It's just a title to some of these sisters.
Right. It looks cute.
To be a lord, that means that he rules over you, meaning that you submit to his every desire, whether you like it or not. If this brother not telling you to sin, sister, you are supposed to submit.
Mm-hmm. Happily.
Happily. That's what the scriptures say. You're supposed to do that thing happily. But our mindsets are off right now. Nowadays, it's the man trying to please the woman. So when that don't happen, all hell breaks loose. The scriptures tells us that your daughters of Sarah, right? Daughters of Sarah, these sisters, they say they daughters of Sarah, meaning what? That they are followers of Sarah. Mm-hmm. They follow the examples of Sarah because there was times when Sarah didn't necessarily agree with her Lord. But guess what? She did it anyway.
Right.
The time with Ishmael, right? They had that issue, but guess what? She submitted anyway. Because why? That is her true Lord. Same thing with men.
The Lord dealt with Abraham.
Exactly.
That's why I be
That's it.
Listen, sisters, you got to understand, like, you don't always have to, you know how the scriptures say suffer wrongfully, right? You got to learn to do that in marriage too, right? If you feel like, okay, there's something my Lord not seeing right here, and you feel like you're right, you still got to obey what the scriptures tell you to do. Now, your job is to pray to the Most High. If you believe in God, you believe in the Most High God of Israel, you know how he deals. So guess what? If something need to be checked with the man, guess what? It's going to come out. The brother, we might just be sitting here talking, and we talking about marriage. The brother might say, yeah, man, my wife was doing this, blah, blah, blah. And we be like,
get his ass flamed.
Nah, bro, you weren't supposed to do that, bro.
We've been in a situation.
It always
like,
happens.
We've been in a
it
situation
always
like
happens.
Yeah.
We tell, listen,
out,
we be talking amongst each other, bro. Nah, bro, you shouldn't have did that, bro. Yeah. You shouldn't have did that. Nah, you was. He ain't never gonna tell you, but guess what? We telling him because if we men of the Lord and we fear God, we gonna correct each other when it comes to these things. It happens all the time.
And sisters don't even know that the submission is their way in. The being under subjection is their way in. Yeah. Like, guess what? She might think that whatever the decision made is the wrong. She may even know for a fact that the decision being made is not the best decision. Say, for instance, like my wife, financial plan. So a lot of my money, a lot of my funds, my wife, she like, hey, we got enough to do X, Y, Z. Say if I'm saying, hey, I want to do ABC. And she say, okay, we got enough money for B and C, or we got enough money for A and B. We ain't got enough for A, B, and C. And I say, well, you ain't say B and A. I'm doing B and A. And she's like, yes, my Lord. You know what I'm saying?
I was bad at solving those type of problems.
Okay,
man.
yeah.
I always just pick C.
Down the middle.
When all else fails, pick C.
But knowing, you know what I'm saying? Knowing she said, you got enough to do these two, or you got enough to do these two. I may still want to do this one, and I don't have enough for that. But she's gonna go with it, and then later be like, if we do X, Y, Z, we could make up for what we lost with B and C. You be like, You know what, sister? You right. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm glad I thought of it. You know what I'm saying? But not them knowing that their submission sometimes is the way into them to be able to show that they have some kind of understanding, whether it be understanding or whatever the situation may be, or that they have a level of wisdom that helps that man. You know what I'm saying? Versus
the worldly mindset.
Him, you're right. You trying to force your point across, and he may just do it just because you running your damn mouth. Like, you know what? If you would have came another way, or you came in submission, and then you gave me, like I always tell my wife, ain't no complaining without a solution. No problem without a solution. So if you have a problem, then you got to have already at least a base plan of what we can do instead. Don't just come telling me what you don't like. You got to tell me what you don't like and what can we do to...
Hey, and even even though they have that solution, don't be married to it, because
you can veto it.
Yeah,
exactly. And sometimes the emotions get so built up in that plan, like, oh yeah, oh yeah, bomb,
Ric Flair side.
Here we go, and then it get brought in with a simple wave of the hand, like, nah,
I don't like it.
They whole world upside down. Like, you gotta understand, like Officer said, the Lord was dealing with Abraham alone. Like, first there was a conversation happening. So there was elements that Sarah didn't know, but her understanding the Lord deals with my husband directly, my Lord directly. Let me just go ahead with the flow, and we're gonna navigate, because that's a level of faith that we supposed to have across the board. If you believe, like I believe, then you should know that there is a God. He ain't going, and if he does allow us to hit these choppy waters, like Job's wife, he allowed for it to hit the choppy waters. Like, you're not gonna curse God and die. Shut up.
Oh, yeah, you got to go.
But back to what we were saying on establishing, talking to, what he said about, talking to your Lord, to keep from rambling on about stuff, create a list to problem solve, to go back and forth, to let them know, like, so you're not rambling on about the conversation.
Hey, I got a question for
me
y'all,
with that.
for the sisters. Do you feel like you really want to see your Lord as his best self? I know what your answer going to be, but my question would be, what does that look like?
For my Lord?
Go first.
Yeah, like what? Okay, you want to see your Lord as his best self, right?
Mm-hmm. I pray for that.
Okay, so that's one of the questions I'm asking. What does that look like from a sister side?
I don't know about nobody else, but for my prayer is that my Lord be the man that the Most High made him to be.
Okay, that's broad though.
No, it's not.
That's generic.
No, it's not.
So what if we don't know what that really looks like, but you would want.
According to the scripture, he's a husband, he's a father, he's a brother, he's a leader.
Okay.
So I want my Lord to be, according to the scriptures, the man, the Most High. Because when the Most High made you, he put a specific job in you to do. When he made you, he put a specific job in you to do. So my Lord has a specific mission that when the Most High made that spirit, that my Lord is supposed to carry out.
Okay, I think
so. That's why I said for me.
But I'm saying I think
I want my Lord to
be. The question that I'm asking, I get that, but I think you're misunderstanding, or I'm not representing the question I'm trying to ask correctly. I'm saying, what characteristics does a woman need to have in order to make a man be his best self?
Sacrifice, giving up things that you want to do at the time so that he can accomplish things first. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
sacrifice.
Giving up what your personal goal, that comes first, what he wants done first.
What does sacrifice look like?
Wait a minute, I'm confused now, because the first question was what it looked like my Lord, and she just answered what the female.
I was thinking the same thing.
She just answered what the female.
That's why
I don't know.
That's why I made
the
the statement
was.
that I think that the way I asked the question might have been misrepresented in how you answered it. Because you answered it a different way. I wasn't looking for that answer.
Okay, so
I was looking for that. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe I didn't portray the question right.
Okay, so what was the question? So now I'm going back to what was the question.
Okay, what characteristics would a woman need to have in order to help her Lord be his best self?
Okay.
Sacrifice, late nights. I mean, I'm kind of dealing with that now. My Lord want to change careers, so he want to come home late, make sure he having food. Don't worry about the little things.
But you home all day by yourself? And that turned to a problem?
No. I work from home, but I do always cook. But I'm just saying, like, I cook. I make sure, like, through the week, he don't got to worry about, I don't got no food, or, I don't got this ready when he come home, or boots and stuff, for the next day. Make sure the clothes is washed. Just little things that he don't gotta worry about.
I like what you said.
I'm just saying, sacrifice.
Don't worry about the little things.
Bring it forth.
Go to work.
Oftentimes,
go do this,
bro,
boom.
most of our arguments be over some little minuscule.
Chill. Don't be telling all your business.
I'm here for you, sis. That's my sister. I'm just saying no because with that, no, because I've dealt with some stuff recently where I'm like, bro, come on, that's some small stuff that y'all dealing with. It be some petty stuff. I'm like, bro, come on, some stuff we gotta let roll off our backs. We got issues, yeah. We dealing with stuff. Come on, bro. Let some of that stuff slide. And let's deal with the bigger matters.
That's because the bigger picture has been lost.
Hey, we got a caller.
They back.
Yeah.
Ciroc say wink at ignorance.
We called them back.
You call back at 5? Whoa, hey, caller, what is your name, question, or comment?
Shalom, Captain Kamala. This is
I ain't no
Sister Tamia, multi-Christ blessed.
Ain't no captain.
To all of Israel. I'm from ATL, so ATL in the house. This
What's
was
your
an
name?
answer for Sister Tamia.
Tamia. Oh.
Hey.
I'll praise it. All right.
Hello, family. Hey, this is for Sister Iona. I was just making the comment. What she said is so right. Me just coming into Israel, I've been here a year now, but what I received in counsel is what helped to correct me as a sister, because what I thought was in my own right, which a lot of us are taught, especially in coming from Christianity, you have your own rights. What I thought was my own right was not my own right. So when I received counsel as a sister, where I thought I was in right and no, my Lord was wrong. No, I found out, no, you were wrong. You're out of order. You need to sit back and handle it this way. And with the word that gives the structure, see, and coming from Christianity, there's no word for balance. So in this truth, you have the word to back it up. So with the word to back it up, it set me straight. And I also am learning my husband, as Iona says, you begin to learn your husband's, qualms, like when to speak and when not to speak. So when I'm talking to him and he comes home, whether he's having a good day or a bad day, if I see his eyelids start shutting down, I'm speaking to deaf ears. And he used to make that clear. If you see my eyes closing, you're speaking to deaf ears. So I know to shut up and just sit back and then wait to the right time, or maybe just recheck it and maybe realize it's just something I don't even need to bring to the table. So it's just a matter of when you're becoming as one, you're thinking of a fusion. You're fusing two spirits together. When you're becoming as one, you have to also think on those levels. You can't just bring what's bad or what you feel to that infusion, because certain things that you want to bring to that infusion, you're looking at two cells that God created in a massive level to infuse together, right? And that's who we are as a male and female. That's why you're only supposed to be one male, one female, not 50,000 men upon one woman, because you can't infuse that together.
All praise. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
God
sir.
didn't set that together like that. So that's what we have to think. When we're infusing together, there's components you cannot bring to that infusion. You have to remove that. You know, on the if you look at God on a massive cellular level. So
thank you, sister.
Hey, sis.
All praise. All praise.
Hello. Look.
Thank you for your call, sis.
Thank you for
you
your
made
call.
Some great points. Great points. Great points. All praise to the Most High.
And that was the key. Like, yo, what if you know the qualms? Oh, well, sister Iona, yeah, she was talking to you.
She called you by name.
She said, Sister Iona.
She said, Sister Iona told me.
You told her to call in.
Officer Alicia was on my.
I'm about to say, I can't hear nobody mic.
Yours out?
Yeah, the mic's coming out.
Since Brother John, since older Jonathan came in here.
You know what I'm saying?
Wrap it up, B.
Hey, we can't hear nobody mics in there.
Know what I say?
Bro, they.
Oh, small matters. Right. Oftentimes, like I say, man, we have some of our biggest issues be the smallest things.
Right.
It'd be the smallest things. You know what I'm saying? But like the sisters were saying, sacrificing, right? You got to sacrifice, bro. Just let certain things go, bro. It's really not that serious.
Nah, B.
It's really not that serious.
It is, bro.
Scriptures say to wink at ignorance.
That's it.
Right.
Let me get
it go. Can we, the rest of this video, the flip side of this though is
I've never seen it. I would like to see it.
I say, I'd like to go to America next week, and my husband needs to give me the money to fly. And he says, I don't have any money, sit down. And I sit down.
Hello.
What I have done is I've obeyed, I've not submitted. So to be a submissive woman, first be powerful. That is what a lot of people are missing. A lot of people are not submissive. They just don't have what it takes. So they're just obeying.
Oh, yeah.
And they're passing it on to women who have achieved 10 times what they have and saying they are not submissive. No, you are not submissive to you just don't have enough power to be dangerous. To you don't have enough resources to display your unsubmissive nature.
So she's saying
you broke.
Yeah, I was about to say, break that down for me because I ain't really.
Well, for the powerful part, we could skip that. But what she's saying essentially is that basically the woman is only being obedient because she don't have the power to, like, say she did have the money to book a flight to America on the spot.
Like,
And she asks her husband, you know what I'm saying, can I go? And he say no. She's like, nigga, I could go if I wanted to.
Anyway.
Like, matter of fact, the ticket already booked. I was just trying to be nice, nigga. I'm out here.
So she's submissive by circumstance.
Right.
Correct. Correct. That means
what I'm saying. That's not true submission.
She's just obeying. She's just doing it because she don't have any other option.
Right.
But you have that's where some of that BAN talk comes from.
Yeah.
Because the brother may not, be as smart or successful or whatever. And she's like, look, I could do better than you if I wanted to. The only reason I'm submitting to you right now is
I done had too many bodies already.
Right. Don't nobody else want me. Or it's like a perverted fear of God. It's like only because the Bible say. But if the Bible didn't say I wouldn't, then you don't really believe.
You don't believe in that. Right.
You don't really believe. Like, you don't see that man as Lord. You don't see that man as Christ in the home. You just, you just kind of biding your time.
I'm here. I'm here. That's what that be. I'm here already.
Like, listen, like sisters, what y'all got to realize is this, man. If y'all are submissive to your lords, you'll get whatever you want.
What? Say it again for the
You'll
people.
get whatever you want.
But they think you lying, though.
It's just be submissive unto your Lord.
You got to say it for the people in the back.
The people in the back. On camera. All you got to do is be submissive unto your Lord. And he going to do whatever he got to do to make sure you good. It's simple.
Because
it's a simple formula.
It says a man cares for the things of the world, how he may place his wife.
That's it.
Right. If you submit,
all you gotta do is do what he say.
And learn how to ask the right way.
You ain't getting nada. You getting the bare minimum of what I need to do for you.
The hierarchy.
You sickening.
I'm gonna pay the bill.
You sickening, bro. I ain't got time.
No frills.
Sister posted a question. She said, "What am I to do to stay in the spirit and still be submissive?"
Shut up and stay in the spirit.
It depends. That's a
study.
That's a broad.
You got to be in the scriptures more. Like, you got to get the word in you. Point blank. Period. I mean,
you got
everybody.
You got to congregate. You got to be around your senior sisters.
Yeah.
You got to fellowship,
especially senior sisters.
And you got to listen to what's coming out during class
and apply.
Yeah.
Apply.
If you talking to your friend, she's gonna tell you, "Girl, that man ain't this." But if you talking to her, she's gonna give you the guidance that she already been through.
Because her friend's single.
Right.
Hey, let me get script. Let me get Sirach 5 and 11 right quick.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Because sometimes, and you know what I'm saying, we tell us sisters, if you do these things, this is how you get the answer that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? But as men, we also got to understand how to wield the power. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I think I know for a fact some brothers, when they actually start learning that they are gods and that they are men, they get a little drunk on the power. Like they get drunk on it because they ain't never had it before. You know what I'm saying? You was I like to say, you was the person in the world that used to ask, can you come somewhere when all the other brothers go?
Can I go?
You was not the shot caller. You was like, damn, y'all going to the club? I can roll with y'all. Like, yeah, you come, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
so your car full or is it?
I drive. You know what I'm saying?
And sisters see that spirit on you too.
You know what I'm saying? But now when you start to learn that, okay, I've been just, I'm a man, God made me this way, and a woman, she may actually be trying to submit. We sometimes get drunk on the power of knowing I can say no. I can stop this sucker prayers if I wanted to. Nigga lose his mind. He Thanos in the house.
No compassion, no mercy.
He's snapping away prayers and.
And to that same point, going back to wicked woman given to a wicked man, with that same man who ain't doing nothing, he ain't got no vision. He's putting that spirit onto that woman, and so now she's becoming like him. So now you got an unruly house because the house is guided by the man. So the atmosphere of that house is what he creates. A lot of times, brothers, they don't they have these perverted forms of machoism, and they let it pervert the decisions and everything they do in the house, and they put that spirit on that woman, and they get mad and say she's out of the order.
But really, yes, little one.
He walking on Thanos.
That's a good point, because we get, all right, we would deal with the sisters, but the men, listen, brothers, y'all
examine yourself.
Y'all have issues with submission. Are you giving your wife something to submit to?
Right.
Damn.
You in the driver's
because we thinking we macho, whatever the case.
I call it the Israelite bravado.
Perversion.
Deep down,
machoism.
we out the spirit.
I had to tell a brother that a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, bro, you in the house demanding this, demanding that. First of all, you step into a situation where, if a brother marries a sister, I'm just giving a generic situation, right? But if a brother marries a sister backdoor, y'all haven't taken no time for her to learn you or you learn her. Listen, these sisters come fresh out of the world. You think they just gonna step into marriage? Yes, my Lord. Yes, my Lord. No, bro. Listen, a sister does have to trust you to a certain extent.
Exactly.
That she knows, okay, this man fears the Lord. I trust it enough to listen to what his decisions. Some of y'all brothers make dumbass decisions, bro.
Right. And you know what? You know what? And you know what that reminded me of when I saw it the first time. I was like, the sister may genuinely be. She may want repentance really, but she doesn't have the tools yet. Like you say, she's new. She hasn't been able to examine herself. Or she wants to do it, and the only way she's ever learned how to deal with a man is the worldly way that she dealt with them.
Right.
What you have ultimately done was confirm the fact that we still niggas. Because you might like the sister, and you have that opportunity to say, sister, I like you too, but this is the way the Lord say we supposed to move. You didn't do that. So now you have become the same nigga that she always dealt with.
Yep.
You that same nigga. So now guess what? She's gonna respond and react to you the same way she did the nigga. You didn't stop her when she tried to lift your fringes up. You put your pants down. You were like, well, you already lifting up fringes. Let me help you. You didn't do anything to correct her and begin to show her that this is not how this works anymore.
But officer, you yourself have not learned how to. Because part of what brothers learn when you're proven, this is what happens. Okay, you proven a sister, she's proven a brother. Throughout that time period, whether it be 6 months, a year, 2 years, however long, right? What's happening is there's situations that arise that now you're going to your brothers to get counsel about. She's going to her sisters. Through that, you're learning how to deal with your potential wife now. Because you may come and say, hey, bro, she did this. How should I address her? We're going to say, hey, bro, do this, this, and that. If she really fear the Lord, she going to do this. If not, you need to know this is what you're going to have to work on with her. But when you skip that whole process, you have not learned how to be a husband. You have not learned how to deal with a wife. You have not done those things because you went straight from being a single brother to I'm married overnight like that.
With authority.
Moving in the house. She pregnant, y'all got kids. Now y'all bring kids into a jacked up situation. Bro, that's what we was doing in the world.
Right. And that's why I said you've confirmed that you're that same nigga. You the same nigga she been used to dealing with. The man that she didn't know what to do, so she threw some sex at him. You took the sex, and then now you had nothing else. She didn't have to change anything. You didn't require anything of her. You didn't require anything of yourself. You didn't put no limits on yourself. You didn't. The commandments didn't come into your mind at all until you dropped your fringes back to your ways. You're like, damn.
Can I paraphrase the scripture for you, but read it at the same time?
You got a scrub? Get a scrub.
Sirach 10:21.
Read.
It says, the fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority. We supposed to fear God before we become husbands. When you do that backdoor process, you skip the fear of God part, but you gain that authority.
Fake authority. Though.
That fake authority, it don't really mean nothing. You a puppet president.
That's how you be BAN. That's how you turn to BAN.
For real, because she see it. She know it because she live with you. Like, you ain't
faking. Yeah.
You ain't really about that.
Right. I pulled your fringes up.
So in order to counteract that, the next part, it says, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof, because that's what you got to fall back on, that nigga mentality. So now I got to be extra rough. I got to be extra.
You gotta have that bravado, that fake bravado, that ultra masculine to try to prove, like I said, if you have to say you the man of the house, you already lost.
Facts.
You already lost. If you got to, I'm the man in here. That's that roughness that this my house. I'm the.
And she looking at you with the dead face.
I don't believe that.
All right.
Whatever, B.
Whatever,
man.
Whatever, yeah.
Carmela, didn't that happen to your cousin?
Bring it. Oh.
Who is my cousin? My cousin is them that keep the commandments.
On the same vein of what y'all talking about, I don't know what's going on with my mic. On the same vein of what y'all talking about, that goes back to preferences. When you was talking about, I think Officer Solomon was talking about the man saying he haven't given her his preference to the woman. So now you ruling your husband. You don't know your preference. She don't know your preference. So now you got chaos. Right. I read a post on Facebook. It was a single sister. She was talking about her sons and how if this sister don't do what the son don't like, don't talk to her no more. And I was like, okay, so what about communication? What if the sister don't know what it is that you want? And that goes back to you saying being a leader is knowing how you want to rule your house and articulate that.
I got that from Captain Shemai.
Can I get my script? My script goes
Sirach
exactly
5:11?
5 and 11 goes exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about exactly to the T. And that was something that I don't know. I know a lot of times when this comes up, I think as inexperienced men, husbands, brothers, leaders, whatever, sometimes this come off in their mind as simping, but the truth of the matter is this is a necessary, needed skill for men. Whether you're dealing with your wife, whether you're dealing with a brother, whether you're dealing with a subordinate in an office or even a workplace, like this is a necessary skill for all, I think, for all men. Read it.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 11. Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer.
So, like, we think that that's simping, but guess what? You learning how to hear what your wife is saying. Now, that mean that you're gonna take every single thing that she say as, as honest fact that you know, but you're gonna sift through it. Being slow to hear mean you're gonna be able to sift through what's necessary.
And we know how to sift through some shit. You be like, sometimes I'll be tuning my wife out there. She said, I'll be like, what?
Yeah. You gotta
it's spiritual.
You gotta sift through it. It's the same thing. You might be dealing with a brother like Officer Mikiel. We call it the BS meter in that in the security booth. But he'll let you talk and he's sifting through. You said something that was disgenuine, or you know what I'm saying? Or you may have said something that was necessary, whatever the case may be. But the scripture say, your life should be sincere. So like, I'm not doing this for show for you or to make me seem like nothing, but I want to give a genuine answer to this. Like you said, we problem solver. So whether I'm solving a problem in our office, whether I'm helping somebody with counsel, whether I'm communicating something in my household, or whether my wife trying to tell me something that really need to be said. Because sometimes they gonna say stuff that really need to be said. You might be like, damn, I did do that. But guess what? If you, I ain't got it. But so you might have to take the time to, let me hear this so that I could give a genuine answer for.
You know what that directly correlates to? Because your first office in ministry is your crib. So if you can't rule that properly and judge those matters properly, how you gonna do with the congregation? Because you're gonna be rough and all that. It's with them too. You're not gonna have the capability or the process built to be able to sift through the BS. Everything's like, woman, and it's gonna be real things going on.
You out of order, brother. You be like,
man, I just looked at you. I ain't even say nothing, bro. I just blinked at you, eyeballing me, boy.
Yeah, see, the way you blink, brother, I can tell you already out the spirit. You know what I'm saying? But it's stuff like that, and those are like real qualities that I think that I've learned as being a man, being a brother, maintaining an office, trying to have a business. All of it, that thing comes into play in like many arenas of just learning how to hear. And I mean, even something as simple as making a business deal. If you don't listen,
you get
if you don't sit there and listen and take that, okay, this is something that I genuinely need to hear, and to be able to give a sincere answer, you're gonna hear the numbers and be like, yeah, I do it. And they be like, you're working every Sabbath. So you're like, oh shit.
So when I say that, when that happened,
your ass be stuck. But that goes into like what the sister was saying. You're not listening to, and not hearing what the spouse said. Because guess what? The Lord gonna put a certain amount of wisdom in them if you have wisdom in you. Now, if you just a wicked nigga and she tell you lift your fringes up, then that's one thing.
Whoever lifted their fringes up getting cut to pieces right now.
There's so many fringe lifters in.
Hey, but look, when that happens, that's also a sister telling you that you about to marry her. That's her making a decision, not you.
What do you mean?
Because remember, a brother is supposed to be the one to find his wife, marry her, right? But when a sister decides to go into your pants for whatever reason, and you lifting your fringes up, that's her deciding, all right, now it's time.
Damn.
You my husband now.
Mute my mic.
She did the get over here.
Not the scorpion.
She did.
Not the scorpion.
Damn, it's 11:57.
11:57 already.
We made it.
Hey, we made it.
Hey,
go ahead, play the last 2 minutes then. While we got it. Yeah.
Let me see.
What he do?
Did for 2 minutes.
YouTube. What he do?
Wait, start from the beginning.
What he do?
Wait, start from the beginning. Shout out
What he do? It's your boy Steph.
Watching YouTube.
We got a video topic we're gonna dive into today, man. I'm gonna play this video for y'all. So we about to dive into it, man. Let's go.
Y'all walk around. I'm fully convinced that a lot of y'all men don't like women. Y'all like little girls. Y'all walk around talking about, it's just I just have preferences. Talking about no saggy skin, no cellulite, no stretch marks. Titties need to be all the way up here. Okay, titties tiny and up here. No hair on your body at all. And she needs to be small, cute little voice. Yeah, what you're describing is a prepubescent girl, a child. The problem is y'all don't like women. Y'all like children, and it's weird as hell.
I'm sorry. Stop. Who is she talking to or about? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Women put their own insecurities onto themselves. They do. They do. Women put their own insecurities onto themselves. Hey, fellas, and what I mean by women put their own insecurities onto themselves is because women think that we like women. We want our women to have BBLs. Women are each other's worst critic, right? Women are the ones who hate each other and be best friends with each other. Men don't do that. We don't do that illogical crap. Women are the ones that, she'll see a chick that's pretty and she'll assume that the dude, she's pretty. You'll sleep with her. She's not pretty to me. She's pretty to you because that's your insecurity that's playing in your head. You feel what I'm saying, fellas? All women do this stuff.
They did.
All right? All women, y'all don't want a woman. Y'all want a woman that's super perfect. No, we don't. No, there's no such thing as a perfect woman. We're not going to talk about y'all, though. But there's no such thing as a perfect woman because we know that the woman that we want or the woman that we qualify for is not perfect. You feel what I'm saying? We know the kind of women we can attract, and we know the kind of women we want, and we know that we have to put in work to get to the kind of women we want if we're not there yet. Y'all, on the other hand, y'all are delusional. Let's not talk about what y'all want in a man. Oh, if he's below 5'10", I don't look his way, even though we know that's cap. Y'all put those insecurities in y'all head. Y'all make those scenarios up in y'all head. We know stretch marks is a part of a woman.
Righto.
We know tiger stripes on that fat ass is a part of a woman. We know this.
Is that it, Carmelo?
We know.
Oh man,
He finna go deep.
I know that was in there.
Nah, but yo,
I forgot that was in there.
I didn't know that was in
hey,
there.
if a comment one of the sisters made was like everything she stated was all physical.
Yeah.
Like she ain't say nothing about the virtues of a woman. Like
Because the world don't teach no virtues.
Yeah, everything is physical.
The world teaches no virtue. Officer Solomon said, "Don't fall at the beauty of a woman."
virtue.
Very, you know what I'm saying? Don't virtue.
And all of those things are what wicked men look for a one night jump off, a one night stand.
That same 10%.
Those are not qualities that a man would look for in a wife. Sisters is too used to aspiring to be hoes.
Instagram models trying to be out there.
Oh, just in case y'all don't know, BBL is a Brazilian butt lift.
Thank y'all.
Right. They didn't know.
Crazy.
They got balloons for that now, so the sisters could come home.
They said that that's one of the most dangerous procedures that a woman could get is a Brazilian butt lift.
And they showed about 2 weeks ago, the airport in Atlanta was jam packed with all these flights coming from Dominican Republic or
rock
wherever.
bottoms.
That's where they suck their fat out their stomach and put it in their cheeks.
But there's a different way too. You can get the
hard stuff.
No, it's
rock
a
bottom.
fluid, saline fluid. They put in a bag and then they put in your tissues, and your tissue grow around that bag. And
But the thing is, nobody asked for that.
Facts.
Nobody fear God to keep the commandments.
The only BBL we want is big Bible letters. All right,
Big Bible letters.
Big Bible letters.
For real, 'cause I need some glasses.
You know,
It's 12 o'clock. It's 12:02.
That's it for the show today.
You gotta get surgery on.
That's our show for today.
12:02. No, you got it. You already know what it is. No, you already know what it is. Go ahead.
All right, that's our show for today. That's our show for today. We have a school. You could come down and get with these brothers. Come get with these sisters. Shout out to Captain Amaziah.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? At 691 Highway 138 in Riverdale, Georgia. Come down. Come congregate, come learn these commandments, keep these high holy days with these brothers and sisters. Donations, if you want to donate to the Booster Club to help the prophets cover the earth, get this word out. You can donate at iuic.fundraising@israelunite.org. If you want to donate to Patience, if you want to donate to Patient Saints Radio to help Officer Zed get some more buttons to make some more noises.
I'm gonna get some damn training.
If y'all want to stop the echo, you know what I'm saying? You could donate at iuic.atlanta@israelunite.org. Also, we have classes all day and day, every damn day, 7 days a week. Every day for absolutely free. YouTube, Facebook, subscribe, share, download the IUIC TV app. You know what I'm saying? You got it 24/7, you know?
That's right. Hey, Officer Z didn't want to push them buttons for a minute, but
Officer Z, he been waiting.
But Officer Listen not back there no more, so
I'm
free now.
He free. Tech team. The greatest tech team on the planet.
Right.
That's right. That right. Oh, now he get it on point.
There you go.
All right.
So
They done introduced tech brothers on the spot.
We got Nechemiah, Dino, Benjamin Kanai, Caleb that was half asleep over there. I seen you. And Mahalalel. All right, breakfast we have Sister Miriam and Sister Avia
Avia.
I'm sorry. Officer Yali. That's Israel.
Hey, can I give a shout out, man?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Hey, man, I just want to shout out the greatest leadership in the world.
Bring it out.
For allowing the young men to hold the showdown, man.
We could do it.
Lord's will, we entertain y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Deacon Malachi, Captain
safe travel to all of the
Captain Amaziah,
bring it out.
Captain Marie,
Captain Barnabas.
All right, sis. He was coming, sis. He was coming.
Yeah, he was the next one, but we appreciate you.
All praises, though.
All y'all, men, safe travels to all those men getting back to where they need to be at. Men's conference coming.
Rock.
Let's get it in.
All
So
praise.
that's all we got for today.
Yes, sir.
All right. Lord's will, we see you all
in 2
next
weeks.
week.
Are we gonna?
They'll probably do it from
next
We'll
week,
see.
maybe.
Maybe.
It won't be us.
Yeah.
Third string.
All right, Israel.
And with that,
Shalom.
we
Most High
say
Christ bless you.
shalom.
All praise, man.